What is going on, guys? DBG here, and today we're going to be going over the top 5 most overpowered players in the in just an NBA 2K22 MyTEAM. It's only gonna be players you guys can buy from the auction house, but just in general, I don't think there's any players that you can't buy in the auction house that would be on this list. Also, lads, we're trying to hit 296,000 subscribers today. If you guys are new to the channel, subscribe. We are literally 130 off. We're 130 off, lads. That would be absolutely insane if we could manage to hit that today. But anyway, yeah. So we're gonna be going over one per position, and then we're going over backup. It's not gonna be primaries. It's gonna be guys you can use at that position in general. So, these teams are weird because it's very, very difficult to say because players move differently. For me, when it comes to point guards, I think there's one that stands out above the rest because if you look at, say, point guards include secondary positions, when you're looking at most overpowered, the question is going to be, is it Giannis? Or is it like a Kobe? Or is it like a J.R.? I think the best of the point guards is the card that kind of is closest to all of these. It gives you he's 3 inches shorter than Giannis, but he's a lot taller than Kobe, but he moves better than Magic, and he moves 100 times better than Giannis. That's the issue with Giannis, is that I just don't feel he bursts very well. For me, the best point guard in the game is LaMelo Ball. Because he's got that height, he's got the player build, he's kind of got a bit of everything. Like, he's not a flawless card, but he's flawless. I don't know why I said he's not flawless. He's perfect. Again, Trey fade, quick dribble style, D-Rose, freaking John Smith sigs. For me, it's LaMelo. I think LaMelo takes his spot as that best point guard. The second best point guard, because Giannis makes the list as a small forward, because I do want to make a team as well. I think the number 2 point guard in the game, it's a really close one between Magic Johnson and Kobe Bryant. So with Magic, you got more height. Kobe moves way better. Defensively, I much prefer Magic. I think I'm gonna have to give it to Magic Johnson. I'm gonna have to give it to Magic Johnson. I think he's that good. Genuinely, he's that good. Again, with these guys here, obviously, every stat, every badge. Thing is, I prefer Stevie Escape Stevie Size to D-Rose. Magic, probably not the best as good a primary ball handler as Kobe, but he offers that little bit more in terms of just defense. I think he just, as a card, offers that little bit more than, for example, a Kobe Bryant. So then we are on to the shooting guards position. And at this position, I think there's one very, very obvious player that you'd have here, and it's Carmelo Anthony. It is Carmelo Anthony endgame. Because Carmelo Anthony endgame is there, set shot 25, decent player build for defense, is quite aggressive on the defensive end, perfect tendos, quick dribble style, freaking Trey escape. He's got the John Smith sigs. He is that dude. He is that dude. And the second best 2 guard in the game, still to this day, Michael Jordan. And I'm just putting it out there. This Michael Jordan is like 70k right now. I wouldn't advise you to buy him tonight. But what I would say is, if the leaks come and Jordan's not in the leaks, get this Jordan. You will not notice the difference between the Invincible and the Hero Jordan. But what he gets is, because he already has perfect 6, he has a Jordan release, which is one of the best releases in the game. I'm not going to say it's Luka level, but it's Booker level in terms of hard to contest. It's not like Luka where it's a glitchy animation, but it's hard to contest. Scotty behind the back, he has those defensive animations that other cards don't have. Like, Jordan is easily, in my opinion, the second best 2 guard in the game, and like would be number 1 if Carmelo Anthony didn't exist. Small forwards, there's an obvious one. Like, there is an obvious number 1 small forward in the game. It's Giannis Antetokounmpo. Like, that card is clear and obvious the best small forward in the game. So, like, if you're looking at small forwards including secondary, like, yeah, there's some good players here. Like, again, Jordan, run Jordan there's not too bad. But what you're getting with Giannis is you're getting John Smith-Siggs. And he's 6'11". Again, if you're running with these other guys, he doesn't need the ball in his hand. He's still God tier release, God tier on defense. Just a brilliant, brilliant card. Then, obviously, it's Scotty Barnes is the next one. Like, we got a lot of invincibles. Or say we got a lot of endgames here. We got a lot of endgames. We got Scotty Barnes here at the 3. Scotty Barnes' player build makes the fact that he's 6'7" not too bad. He's a really long wingspan, really nice player build in game. And is just, in general, for me, just a really, really nice card. I think Scotty Barnes is a... he comes with Curry slide, but other than that, John Smith-Siggs. Trey fade, long wingspan, great shooter, super quick release. And he's just a brilliant, brilliant player. He's an absolutely brilliant player, is Scotty Barnes. Like, he's somebody that I would go out of my way to run on my team if he just wasn't... If he just wasn't as expensive as... He's expensive. That's all I'm going to say, is he's expensive. And then we're on to the power forward centers. And this is where you got to look at combos. Because like, if we look at power forwards, it's a really tough one. I think there are... For me... It's this. It's this. It's endgame Yao Ming and Taco. Because again, you could say, oh, Taco Fall is wrong. Purple Taco. Because like, I think you could make the argument being like, oh, Taco's the best power forward in the game. No, it's Yao Ming, but like, just run them together. If you have infinite MT, run the guys together. Like, if you want to run these guys, run them together. No question about it, run them together. 7'6", 7'6". Endgame level stats. Or endgame level stats badges. Both of these guys come with set shot 25. Both of these guys come with the trade fade. Both of these guys comes with Scotty behind the back. Both of these guys come with D-Rose. Both of these guys are basically perfect. And as the 4-5 combos go, they are the best 4-5 combo in the game. Then, as the second best 4-5 combo, it's a tough one because... I don't know why I said it's a tough one. For me, I like Chet Holmgren. I really like Chet. But like, at the same time, it's not a tough one at all. Because Wilt is terrible on 1 gen. Wilt is terrible, by the way, on current gen. So for me, it has to go like this. So Shaq's in. But then the guy I prefer over Wilt and Shaq is right here. Ralph Sampson. Ralph Sampson. 88 speed, 88 acceleration, 85 mid-range. But the thing with Ralph is, comes a really good dribble sigs, base 4 on very quick, which is very hard to contest, is the Booker release. An upper that actually is weirdly hard to contest. The normal leaner, Scotty behind the back. He's got perfect defense stats other than perimeter defense. Lateral quickness isn't that bad, it's over 90. And he's 7'4", with a big enough player build. Like, he's a lot bigger than Shaq. He is bigger than Shaq. So Ralph has to come in here. So yeah, we've got in our like top 5 most overpowered players, the most OP at every position. It's all endgames, as expected, as it should be. It would be wrong if there were so many endgames not on the list. And then the only reason is I think Jordan's better than endgame Kobe. By this much. I think Jordan is this much better than endgame Kobe. Like, that is a really close one. And then Ralph versus endgame Wilt. I prefer Ralph on both gens, but Ralph is so much better on current gen. You know, you could definitely argue endgame Wilt in here. If you wanted to put the 10 auction, all the auctionable endgame cards in here, I would not complain. If you want to put J.R. Smith in, and if you want to say, oh, Wilt isn't auctionable, and just put in the 10 auctionable endgame cards, look, I wouldn't agree with you, but I wouldn't begrudge you. That is how crazy these cards are in my team. So yeah, LaMelo, Carmelo. So the two Melos are surprising enough in the starting lineup, and then we got the Giannis and Yao. But the guys that break into this top like 10, in my opinion, you need to be a 7'4" demigod or just Michael Jordan, who is just a joke. By the way, point guard Michael Jordan. You could 100% argue this as well. By the way, you could 100% argue this, and I actually am going to change my mind. I'm going to change my mind. Jordan is going to stay. I'm going to change my mind from Magic, because I like Magic on both gens. Luka's just so good on next gen that I'm going to put Luka in. I'm going to put Luka in, but Magic is him on both gens. So is Kobe. I'm going to put Luka in. Because Luka's so damn good in that one gen. And Luka's way better than... You could argue, if you're talking totality, LaMelo's better. But if you're talking next gen, Luka starts. Like, Luka is still that dude. So I'm going to keep Luka. I'm going to keep Luka in the squad. So, 7. You have 7 endgames, 2 invincibles, and a Ralph Sampson who's somehow better than freaking half of them. So anyway, that's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.